I'm still Jack Knave.
And I believe I'm still Charlie Darling.
And this is
Versatile
Versatile Reviews.
And it's episode 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 7.
Battle of the Brats.
It's Girl Group Week.
It's the week everyone's been waiting for, but not for long.
Yeah, it's a bit early, actually.
It is far too early.
Because there's 50 billion queens still
Exactly.
there. Yeah.
And it's also an iconic challenge. Only the iconic queen should be doing it.
That's tea.
Mm.
The queens re-enter the room. One fewer.
They do indeed. But Nyongbella, I'm sorry, when she entered and she did like a sort of curtsy to the camera.
She knows that every moment she's on screen is like her moment.
Exactly. Pasty's not even cold in the tummy. And she's like, whatever.
But speaking of, Pasty is gone.
Tragedy.
I can accept it.
I would have liked to have seen how she coped with this challenge. I think she's got the comedy chops to pull something off.
Yeah.
But as Bonnie and Clyde said, we know what Pasty's made out of. Pork chop.
I love that.
That was incredible. I wonder if she was fed that line.
But can we talk about something?
Oh no. I know what you're going to say.
When we watched the Meet the Queens, we predicted where the queens would land.
Well,
And I seem to recall somebody saying Pasty was a dead cert for top 4.
I don't think I said dead cert.
Well, you said top 4.
I'm going to check the notes. I did say top 4, but how did I
Roll the
phrase
tape.
that? Oh my gosh, I might edit it in what I said in slow motion and in black and white. In fact, I'm not even going to look. Oh no, I do. I need to look. I said top 4.
There it is in black and white.
Past Jack, you've got a lot to answer for. But Past Jack was wrong. Oh no, and so was I. I've really let myself down today.
It's all right.
No, it's not. I'm going to have a real word with myself when I get home.
No, but you had faith in a queen. Rue didn't quite see that in this season, and I think that's only a
True.
good thing that you saw greatness in her, and continue to.
Yep, I can't wait to keep my beady little eye on that pasty.
We'll be supporting her down like the local pub.
But no, I'll be in Greg's. But what did the other queens make of that?
Oh, they said the same line that queens always say after the first elimination. The competition is real.
Because it wasn't before.
No, they were having just a jolly before.
Just a wee good time. Wee kiki.
So someone got chopped.
Chop, chop, chop. Well, presumably they all go Betty bye-byes. But what does that mean?
That means it's a brand new day in the workroom.
Oh, that was all right. That was good. Was that me?
No. I'm rubbish at accents, if that wasn't already clear.
No, you're good at yours.
Yeah, my fake accent that I put on all the time. So the queens are back. Let's talk about the workroom looks.
Yeah, I know. Nyongbella, stop it!
Stunning.
Serving me a look in the workroom and on the stage. What is going on?
Yeah, most of those queens probably wake up knackered, throw on a jumper and some jeans, and they're good to go. Nyongbella's like, I'm on television, darling. Like,
Yeah.
let me glam it up.
It's time for you to see who I really am. But then some queens throw on a pair of, booty shorts and a really tight tank top.
It's funny you mentioned him because I also wrote a little note about our resident hunk, Taris. Looking pretty tasty.
Yeah, he's taking the piss with that look.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness.
And we're not the only ones with our eyes on him.
No, we'll get to that later.
But we get right into it. RuPaul enters the workroom.
Did you like Rue's look this week?
I can't even remember it, so the answer's no.
It was giving me like Uncle Fester.
Remember him? I didn't know that you had a twin.
Yeah, it was giving Uncle Fester as like a Gen Z trendy guy.
I literally can't remember it. I was so focused on what Taris and Nyongbella were wearing.
That is so valid.
Oh well. And look, there really was no time to do anything else other than get into this challenge.
Yeah, whiplash.
So we get Sally and Viola as the team leads.
For the Battle of the Brats.
Do you think they were tactical in who they chose to be on their teams?
I mean, definitely.
I think Viola was cleverer.
Okay, please explain.
Because Sally only really validated why she chose Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Viola had a reason for everyone.
The order of the queens chosen was almost exactly how I would have chosen them.
Interesting.
I think Viola got a really good team.
Yeah, I would have picked page 3 first as well.
Yeah, I was surprised that Bones got picked first, actually.
But Sally is clearly onto something.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll discuss that later.
I love the little moment where Katrin got to decide which team to join because she was last picked. And then the whole editing of Viola being like, don't pick my team, don't pick my team. It was so shady.
It turns out that Katrin had, dare I say, feelings in picking the team that she picked.
Oh, yes, that makes perfect sense. I didn't make that connection.
It all became clear to me when I was watching the episode.
That is why. You're right.
Little breadcrumbs all the way throughout.
I loved it when Viola's team were brainstorming the name and Nyongbella was like, I think we should go with Nyongbella and the girls.
And I agree.
Yes.
I just love her so much.
Yes.
Everything that comes out of her mouth.
Someone asked, who here has written lyrics before? And the whole team put their hands up and she was like, I mean, I guess.
Yes. It's the Cinderella she fits. Lace that shit up.
I see those boots and they're shaking. There was quite a rivalry brewing between those teams right at the beginning.
It was interesting to see. I was wondering if this was production telling them to do that, seeing the girls all the way at the other side.
Yeah.
And they were like, hello over there. We hate you. It was like, what? They couldn't even have overheard each other chatting about stuff, you know?
I think you're onto something with that. I reckon production did encourage them to have a bit of a back and forth. But I think Bones and Paige actually bought into it. They seemed to get quite pressed.
I think Bones was trying to be funny. Paige got pressed. Bones was shocked that Paige got pressed, so Bones got pressed. And then Paige was like, oh no, now we're really going to...
Don't start with me.
But Paige started.
Well, we glossed over the fact that Rue announced who the guest judge this week was. Girls Aloud fan over there?
Nadine Coyle. Why don't you go to work to your 9 to 5? You don't know that song?
What did I just say?
Well, I think you should listen to that song. It's called Work, I believe. Yeah, I'm a massive Girls Aloud fan.
Great.
I was there. I saw it when they got turned into a group.
And look at her now.
Helping these queens record.
Indeed. She did a good job.
I think she did all right. I thought she was better at that than the judging.
Oh.
But again, I'm
Get
getting
them out
ahead.
later.
Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself.
That's a story for another time.
Let's talk about Fallen Angels recording. How did you find that?
I think a couple of the queens really smashed it. Great energy.
Mm-hmm.
Tayrus,
Yes.
Paige.
Yes.
And I was impressed with Viola's.
Musicality?
Yeah. But I was worried it wasn't quite the right vibe for the song.
Yes.
But I was really rooting for her.
I agree. Although I do think Paige was trying to fit in a lot in what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
She succeeded.
Yeah.
Terrace, great. I thought Bonnie was wise to use her accent.
Mm-hmm.
Really play into that. And then, of course, Nyongbella.
Can do no wrong in our eyes, at least.
Just you keep doing you, baby.
I thought her lyrics were really cute, yeah.
Yeah, very cute. But I think the benefit of doing the songwriting challenge this early in the season is that none of their lyrics were like, crown me, I need a crown, slay bitch, the house down, I need a crown. Like, it just wasn't that.
Thank God. Next, we've got Hotline X coming to record. Which queens did well, do you think?
Well, Elle Vosk was clever enough to take the feedback that you can't sing this, babe.
Like, immediately. I was quite proud of her.
Yeah.
Maybe she realised as well. She's quite smart.
And then Chai Tea, what the fudge?
Smashed it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This episode for Chai Tea was, in my opinion, a triumph.
Yeah, that water was boiling.
That tea was steeping.
And I was drinking every drop.
Hot and spicy.
I also have to give props to Celexa for screaming down the microphone, because the thing that you cannot fake in editing, you can auto-tune someone's voice.
Yes.
You cannot change the energy of it.
Yeah. I just loved how when she was recording her lines, all the other queens were like really taken aback.
Yeah.
And actually to watch it as well, it looked like she was really angry at that microphone. But then the lines worked. So
They did.
she did a good job.
And then I thought Sally was so cute.
You think everything Sally does is cute.
Oh, that is true. I am charmed by her. And Bones did a solid job.
You could say that.
And now we get into the real drama of the episode.
The choreo.
The Corey Ho.
I've got to say, I am going to defer to you on this. Jack is a former dancer.
I am indeed.
In a lot of cases, the girl group challenge, when it comes to the choreo, it's like an absolute struggle bus for everyone involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I think both groups this time did a good job
Yes.
because one queen who was very experienced took charge. But they had different styles, would you say?
I'm going to speak strictly about the choreography styles at the moment. We'll speak about the performance later on in the episode. What I think happened was Paige tried to make every queen feel comfortable,
Yeah.
but the overall output wasn't as cohesive as Bones, who just tried to work within each queen's limits and bring everyone else to that exact same limit. So they were all showcasing each other. She crafted the choreography well to every single queen's limits, but not pushing them to the limit, which is what I think Paige's choreography was doing.
Yes.
It was like, how far can you go? Let's push you to that place so you can showcase everything.
Nailed it. Yeah, I agree. After the choreography session was wrapping up, Sally was like, I want to be in Team Paige. I want to be in Paige School of Dance.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
That was a really peculiar thing to say. Maybe that was Sally's way of saying to Paige, sorry I picked Bones first. I do still love what you do.
Could be.
But it didn't read like that, unfortunately.
It's the next day and the queens are getting ready to perform.
Yeah, but Nyongbella, enough. What are you doing? Gosh, carrying the entire season on her back.
Yeah, true.
With these looks. How could you be arsed to put on such a major outfit? Well, there wasn't much clothes actually. But she looked fierce.
She looked sensational once again.
And she needed to, because oofed mama, was there some tension in the workroom.
I was a bit uncomfortable watching that.
Sexual and otherwise.
Oh. Well, which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, we should do it in order.
Yeah, I mean, Paige seemed genuinely pissed off at this point.
But why were they all coming for each other for doing the same things that they all did?
Yes.
What a sentence to say. Take a step back and evaluate what it is you did.
Yeah, before like hurling accusations at the other team, and then the other team's like, that's what you did. And they're like, oh, I guess we're all in agreement then. We're all friends.
But I'm wondering how set up that was. Again, production shenanigans.
That's their job though, production, is to make an interesting season. I think the cast is getting along really well, generally speaking.
That's true.
So that's why they're just like chucking out these like instructions, like just pick up on this and have you thought about this and say this to that queen who's annoyed right now.
Oh no, sorry, we don't have any cigarettes right now. We'll get some for you in maybe 2 hours. But how about in an extra 10 minutes when you're really craving some nicotine, you tell someone that you think she's a bitch.
And we'll have 3 cameras focused on you at that moment. And them. Wow, the sexual tension also thick in the room between 2 queens. I personally was surprised.
Me too.
I wouldn't ship them.
Well, I wouldn't have shipped them independently of knowing that they could be attracted to each other. Seeing them chat to each other, yeah, all right, I'm here for it.
Yeah, they were clearly like giggling, like, oh my gosh. It was very cute.
Imagine trying to flirt with someone in front of cameras.
No. Shan't.
I can't even flirt with someone in front of myself.
Too many eyes on the situation.
Yeah, I'm just like in my head, like, what are you doing?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, now we're on to the main stage. Bam. Bam, bam. And out comes Ray.
RuPaul.
What did you think of that look?
I liked the dress.
You did?
I thought the wig was not good at all.
Okay.
And I didn't like the earrings either. The dress was fun. It was an exaggerated silhouette. It was like a bad 80s prom dress. I thought it was quite fun. Did you perchance think otherwise?
I was disgusted. I really didn't like it. I thought it was well made. I thought it was an interesting colour.
Yeah?
I never want to see it again.
Okay, I don't think it's that bad.
I really didn't like it.
Fine. That's acceptable.
Me personally.
I said I felt.
Michelle, fine.
What? Michelle looks sensational.
I was like meh.
Okay, well, she looks amazing.
No, well, the thing is, she looked so incredible last week.
True,
What?
she did. I thought.
Yeah, no, yeah. I believe you. I believe that you thought that wrong thing that you thought. Graham, yes. Liked Graham's look. Loved that shirt scarf thing.
Yeah. I don't actually remember it, so I don't think it stood out to me that much.
Oh, well, I did, and I liked it. I said I.
Oh my god. Okay, but Nadine's outfit, I think we could probably agree that we both didn't like it. No, we can't agree on that.
I have some nostalgia for it. It read very 2010 to me. It was very the Saturdays Up music video to me.
Okay, that's a good specific reference. For me, that's like a negative, that it looked dated.
But what did you make of Nadine as a judge?
Actually, I enjoyed her very much.
I think she was fine as a judge. I thought she was good as a mentor. I don't think she was good as a judge in the mix of those four.
I guess the chemistry wasn't like off the charts like it was last week.
Yes.
But no, I think Nadine was having a great time.
No, she had fun.
And that's what's most important to me, is that the judges enjoying themselves. Because I hate a judge who is there being like, why would I care about this? Nadine was there like having a time of her life. She was loving the campness. She was loving the looks. She was complimenting the queens. Like, that's the energy I want from...
She was raising the bets and calling the shots. Now for me. Ooh. It's a Girls Aloud song, yeah.
Then I will allow that. I allow some singing on the pod.
You're going to Charlie allow.
Anyway, it's time for the performances.
Yay.
The editing for these performances was insane.
Right, yes. I was getting motion sickness.
I've never seen anything like that on Drag Race before.
Could you let me see what anyone is doing at any time?
No, is the answer.
What I did see, I really liked from both teams.
I think they both smashed it. The judges nailed it when they said, you ain't making this job easy, because...
We're going to be nitpicking.
Yeah, I don't think any queen flopped.
No. Well...
No one flopped. No one, like, fell over, messed up the words, like, missed all the beats.
Oh, that's true. But then, well, maybe they did, but we couldn't see.
Well, that's true. It was really hard to tell. I had to rewatch it just to check.
And the thing is as well, that set was one of the most interesting sets we'd had for a girls group choreography maybe ever, especially on this franchise of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Definitely.
So I'm just like, could you let us see all of them use it?
Yeah. The judges points out some moves that were done on that stage.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, that was amazing when you did that. And I'm like, was it? I barely saw it.
Yeah. Well, editing aside, what did you actually make of the performances?
So as I said, like, both groups did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I felt actually that Fallen Angels did a better job.
I disagree.
Yeah, and the judges disagree.
Yeah.
So everyone disagrees with me. This is why I don't know anything about dancing.
The thing is, it is subjective, right? You are not wrong to have enjoyed something more than something else. It's just when you... You're welcome. But it's just that when you are versed in the world of dance, you understand why something was pulled off more successfully. But again, I just sometimes don't think it's fair when you give one group 6 girls and one group 5. It can't be staged in the same way. It is different. You can't be as objective.
I really enjoyed Fallen Angels choreography. As I said, I loved the stomping around in a circle. And I think the queens had good lyrics. I think Paige and Tayris, Nyongbella and Viola all stood out to me as having good lyrics and good sounding lyrics.
Yeah.
And I like the looks as well overall more in that group, I think. Yeah, I did.
Gosh, we really diverged then because I thought you just weren't cohesive.
But Hotline X were not cohesive at all. There were like 5 different girl groups on that stage. There was no cohesion between those looks.
Let's discuss what we thought of the looks for Hotline X in a minute. Back to Fallen Angels. I can understand why you liked some of those looks better. That's what made everyone look like an individual in a task that was, yes, to stand out, but in and amongst the group that you were working within.
They talked about, oh, we're going to come together great as a group.
Yes.
But then they were judged individually.
Also true.
So it's really unclear to me what the criteria is to be successful in this challenge.
What production really wanted to do was set up a standoff between Paige and Bones. But back to your point about the looks of Fallen Angel. Who stood out to you and why?
So I enjoyed Paige's. She looked amazing.
I mean, I will agree with you there 1,000,000%. That mug, that outfit, that wig, all of it, everything.
I was unsure about Bonnie and Clyde's. Like
the
colours were like, yes, it's brat, that's cool. But then I was like, you kind of don't look very cool.
I was like, that's not girl group, that's old maiden kind of group. That is not a group that I would have particularly bought for myself.
Okay, excellent. I will say, I wish someone had helped Viola. Like, that look was not good. I mean, it was fine. And the wig was a chop.
I disagree. I thought it was I thought that it was a really smart choice. She stood out. But to me, I was like, okay, I see this girl group. She's Bananarama. She's Shakespeare's sister. She's all of that, you know?
But then can we agree on maybe Catherine's look was not good?
No! I thought Katrin did a really, really good job and I liked her look and I liked what she did. City!
I think I might. No, for me, Katrin was... her look was like kind of frumpy and not a girl group look at all. Like a pop star look, it was not.
This is just so subjective.
Yeah, clearly. If we can't agree, then clearly no one agrees.
But who stood out performance-wise, apart from Paige?
Yeah, I mean, Paige is the easy answer. She did, because she just nailed it.
For me, it was Nyongbella.
Yeah, I think Nyongbella is a star. Like, as soon as she's the front of that stage, like, my eyes are locked on her.
The way she was sparkling on that stage, I couldn't take my eyes off of her.
Yeah.
And for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
And that's why I was shocked about certain things that were said. But
Yeah.
for me, Nyongbella, absolutely.
I think Terrace also did a great job.
I agree.
Yeah. He's giving great energy, like quite like a sexy energy, really.
Feminine boss.
Yeah, I was into that. And again, Viola, like, because when her vocals came in, they really changed the feel of the song.
Because the whole song dynamic changed at that point. I think you could have only sung at that point. You couldn't really have rapped over that.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I really enjoyed her performance there as well. I mean, the dancing, maybe not so much, but she's not a dancer. That's the thing. Like, I see her as being a bit of a, almost like an awkward theatre kid kind of queen.
But I thought her dancing was decent. This is the thing. I'm actually very surprised at the level that most of these girls are dancing at.
I mean, she definitely like hit all the beats. She's got great rhythm. She's a musician, right? So I don't doubt that.
I actually think Bonnie and Clyde was the weakest in this group, but she wasn't bad. She was really good. I didn't like the look, but she was really good and I thought fun. So it was confusing to me.
Jack, I completely agree.
Oh, fabulous.
On to Hotline X.
Yes.
The looks first.
Okay.
Who had the good look?
Okay, well, Bones, obviously. That
Nailed
was
it.
girl grip to a T.
She was really channeling Crystal Versace with that look.
She was also giving me Cheryl.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. I didn't like Elle's look.
Oh, agree.
That was clunky.
If there's one thing I'll agree with you on, it's that I don't like Elle's look.
And another queen who I think looked stellar, Chai T. Grande.
Yes, but that wig...
She does need better wigs.
There's just something she does with the fringe on her wigs. She clearly likes the fringe. I think we need a little middle part from her.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see her face. I want to see her eyebrows. I think that's what it is. We can't see her eyebrows.
Yeah.
So we're losing the expression.
Yeah.
Show us your eyebrows, Chai T.
What are you hiding? But I love the look. It was like simple, but she was there ready to dance her socks off. Onto the performances though. Who stood out for you?
Charlie! He's Bones! This is Bones! She knows exactly what it is that she wants to do. She has a very clear idea in her head and she executes it. Not everyone has that talent.
Yeah.
She just was actually having a ball, by the way. Like, if you watch her throughout, when you can actually see it through all the editing, she's clearly having a really good time.
Yeah. Again, I think Chai T did a great job in the performance.
I agree.
I was baffled by the critique she would later get about blending into the background, because the first time I watched it, I was transfixed. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, does she blend in? No, I just don't know what was going on in the judges' minds when it came to Chai T. She was perfect for me.
I think the group was so strong in general, and they also didn't want in the judging for it to be so obvious who they were going to put in the bottom two. I think they just found something like that to say.
I hate that.
Whereas actually, I think Elle's performance wasn't the best in this group. I think she had a great performance. The rest of the group did better than her.
I agree. Actually, I think for me, that group with Bones and Chai did a great job, and the other three, not so much. That was my opinion.
Charlie?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have something that you like to cuddle waddle in your bed?
Just any man passing through.
Oh my lord. I meant like a soft toy.
No, I don't have any.
Oh.
Yeah.
For me, it's just my pillows. But in case you haven't guessed it, the look this week is cuddly wuddly.
As a theme, a little bit confusing, clearly, because not many people nailed it.
Some queens just CBA fit in the brief. Terrace.
Okay, we'll start with some positive looks, perhaps. Who's your favourite?
Oh. Elle.
Elle was my second favourite, so I'm with you.
Elle's look was flawless. Absolutely divine. Hair, gorgeous. Face, stun a lun.
Stamped.
Oh my gosh. And then every single detail. The collar, the bag, the triple I bitch, the shoes, the leg warmers. Yeah. Every single thing was thought about.
For me, sounding like a broken record over here, chai tea. That was my favourite look.
Oh,
hands down.
okay, no, you are right. Okay, I think that might have been the best look. It just wasn't my favourite look.
Totally fair.
Aesthetics, people, aesthetics.
Love the colour.
The colour was incredible.
We've not seen anything like that, really.
Very true.
And we've seen a lot of looks on Drag Race. Like
well,
thousands.
I'm looking at something kind of similar right there. Sassy secret. S-E-A-K-R-I-T secret.
Oh my God.
There's a prop over there and you're not like to see it.
I thought it was so cute how she was like trotting around.
Yeah, little hobble skirt.
It was so good. And she looked like, an old sort of 70s sofa.
And I did like the wig. Again, a fringe, but I did like the wig.
Yeah, it was a really successful look.
I thought they were a bit harsh on Paige. When Michelle said that she'd seen this look before, I was like, where?
I've seen it before.
Where?
Well, I could have seen that coming.
Bitch, where?
I love Selecta's look.
I was jaw dropped.
Really clever.
I was like, yes, queen.
Again, I've not really seen anything like that.
Never. Those colours.
Yeah, the colours were gorgeous. Her body looks amazing.
Her face.
Yeah, it was like a triumph for her. Best she's looked. I don't want to see it.
Nip slip.
Did she have a nip slip in that one as well?
She had a nip slip in literally everything, and I was just a bit like, okay,
Nip slip
things
queen.
every single time. They were like fighting to be seen. They wanted their screen time. Look, I'm just gonna say, Bones. I thought it was great. Was it fashion? I don't know. Yeah, it was fashion. Sure. What?
Yeah, I wasn't quite buying that. And especially the way Bones described how she came up with the look. I don't think she even intended it to be fashion either. It wasn't the theme.
I thought it was the theme, but bonesified. I just don't think we needed the justification that it was fashion in order for it to be
good.
To be good. I thought it was a good look. Was it the best? No. Was it enough to put her in the top? Clearly.
Yeah, it was quite macabre, which is kind of a cool twist on the theme because no one else really went in that direction with it. But I just hated that flesh-coloured curtain.
I agree. It actually did make me feel nauseated.
It was hideous, yeah. But the way it was like bunched and the way it was constructed was really interesting.
And again, she sold it.
Yeah.
She came down that runway acting.
I'm a monster.
She will like commit so hard to everything that she does. And I find that incredibly impressive.
Yeah. All right. I think this runway theme was a setup.
Oh.
I'm putting on my tinfoil hat here. Queens have to show production what looks they've brought before they even begin filming. So production knows what looks everyone's got for which category.
Oh.
So I think they chose to do this runway look, this episode, because Viola's look was an abomination.
Well, the thing is, Viola had clearly gone to the season 7 bin and pulled out Ginger Minji's Death Becomes Her look.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she was like, I know what to do with this. The thing is, I saw where Viola was going with it. She said it fitted her body amazingly. I will admit it fitted her body. Amazingly, I'm not so sure.
I want to see her face as well.
I also think, look, if you're going to go for a look like that, get some friggin' heels on at the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do not walk down that runway in flats. Don't do it. Don't even try.
I didn't like Catherine's.
I did. I said very impressed to Catherine's.
Really?
I said I loved the colour scheme. It needed a better wig. And her makeup was almost there. It's just a shame that compared to Sally TM's makeup earlier in the episode, it didn't look as good.
Oh, were you talking about the same look? The blue cat look?
Yeah, I liked it.
God, I thought it was bad. Like, bad.
I see your boot and I'll find the matching set. Sally TM, what the fudge was that? How dare you? Because I am rooting for you. We're all rooting for you.
Yeah.
Learn something from this. I thought it was worse than Viola's look.
I was really confused. Did you say it was like crocheted? Was it like entirely crocheted?
Well, get some sequin yarn to crochet it then.
Yeah, or like something like different colours or something interesting. Like if it had been like the
I
exact,
hated it. I absolutely hated it.
if it had been the exact same silhouette but like in rainbow colours, it would have been kind of fun.
Yeah.
But it was literally like a child's drawing of a monkey. No,
and
it was a bear.
Oh, it was a bear. Yeah, but even her makeup wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Do better, Sally TM. No, because I need her to go all the way.
Well, the judges didn't mind it, I think.
No, well, they didn't. So, okay, never mind. Well, you were safe, right? But don't do that again. Bad ghetto. And someone else.
Oh, God, here we go.
Someone else that semi disappointed me. Okay, so from a distance, I really liked Nyongbella's look. I was like, ooh. And then the camera zoomed in and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then...
the details were not detailing.
Okay, well, actually, it kind of didn't matter, but then it also kind of did matter. The dress part of it wasn't great, but me oh my, that body.
Once she was out of the dress, just in the little kitten look, wow, very sexy.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, her body defies belief.
I had that body, I would be wearing a bikini everywhere.
You would be insufferable.
And I'd be unstoppable. I'd have something in every orifice.
That's the thing, to be as beautiful as her, yet still so charming. That is a superpower.
Gosh. She's living in her own world and I want to visit.
We must. We're coming to your show, Nyongbella. On to the judging.
Yeah.
Rue says they're judging the girls individually.
Right.
I smell a stunt.
Samers.
And we've got our top 3 and bottom 3. Well, but it wasn't very clear.
No, it wasn't.
There were 2 clear tops,
yes,
being Paige and Bones, which definitely agree. And then the other 4 were what?
Elle was not in the top.
Right, but she got called safe first, which does imply she was in the top 3.
Because Chai did better than her in the challenge and had a better right. Well, no, she didn't have a better outfit.
They were like par for par on the runway.
Actually, this brings me on to something I wanted to say. Either the runway matters or it doesn't. And you just never know when the runway's going to matter. It's like their way of being like, well, actually, you did phenomenally well in the challenge, but you didn't execute this, so now you're in the bottom. And it's like, okay, well, what was the point of the challenge then?
You had the 2 queens who did great in the performance, great on the runway, Paige and Bones.
Well, no, they didn't like Paige's look.
No, they liked it. They said it was okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Then you had 2 queens who didn't do so well in the challenge, allegedly, but had great runways. And then 2 queens who did well in the challenge,
but not great,
but had bad runways. But that isn't even what I saw with my own eyes.
I know, it's so weird.
Oh, it was just so frustrating to watch. Psychological warfare.
Very much so, yeah, on the viewers and the queens.
Why it was so difficult for me is because Nyongbella, Viola, and Chaiti Grande are probably the 3 girls I'm rooting for the most.
Yeah, true.
So to see them all in the bottom, I was like, well, I don't believe... I mean, okay, Viola's look was a travesty. Otherwise, none of them had any business being anywhere at the bottom, in my opinion.
I agree.
But the issue was, like, who else would you put in their place? That's a tricky question.
I agree. I don't know. This is why it's all about aesthetics, I guess, at this point. What I do agree with is that the tops were Page 3 and Bones.
Yeah, I think they were like head and shoulders above the others. There were some other good queens who did really good jobs. For simplicity's sake, why not just have a top 2? And why not just have a top 2?
Yeah.
I guess you have to get rid of the girls at some point. That was the only solace I had. I was like, you know what? We have to say goodbye to one queen each week, so fine.
I got like quite emotional when they were talking to Nyongbella. I was like, they're seeing what I see. And then they were like, she's in the bottom. And I was like, no. And then Viola as well. I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah, I feel like Viola kind of redeemed herself this week.
Yeah, she tried really hard.
And I was really hoping she'd just get a moment this season where she like got her flowers.
Yes. Nope.
Not today, Satan.
Well, in the Untucked, the Safe Queens have a little chat. This is the first time I saw Katrin gagged. When Selexa said, do you think one team was clearly better than the other? And Katrin was like, yeah, my team. And Selexa was like, well, 2 of your team are in the bottom.
And Katrin really had nothing to say to that. And Selexa was right, I guess, because the winning queen came from her team and the 2 bottom queens came from the other team, which is just like not what I saw with my own eyes. I'm like, Rue, stop gaslighting me.
Bitch, I can't see. But it was nice to see Bones and Paige have a moment. I know what Paige was trying to say. She wasn't articulating herself. What she meant to say was, you have not trained as a dancer in the way that I have. And it's amazing to see you rise to that challenge and do really well, even without this training that I've had. We're in the exact same position and you won.
No, I like that moment as well. And I think Paige had let herself get quite competitive with Bones, because I think Bones is younger, right, than Paige.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a dynamic there. Like Paige was maybe a bit more established in the scene in Soho, and Bones has come along. So she caught herself being like, oh, but that's my friend. And the reason we're friends is because we both care about drag so much.
Yes.
So to see someone who cares about drag just as much as me getting their flowers and getting the win actually made her like emotional.
Yeah.
And that was a really lovely moment. It was a really candid, genuine moment.
But before you know it, we're back on the main stage. It was an incredibly short and tucked, thankfully. But this episode is a marathon. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, they need to cut these down. Much like our episodes. Kidding.
Purple hearts if you think they should be longer.
So Nyongbella and Viola are announced as the bottom two. Do you agree?
No.
Neither of them gave bottom-worthy performances this week.
Viola did give a bottom-worthy runway, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. She kind of handed that to them on a plate. She's like, hey, I'm the queen who lip-synced last week. Here's a terrible runway.
Who's that singer that sang Chandelier? See ya.
So they lip-sync to...
Sound of the Underground.
Oh, of course, yeah.
A song that is as old as Viola.
I was happier before I knew that.
That song, I think it came out in 2003.
So Nadine Coyle was 18 when that came out.
There we go.
That's insane. What do you think of the lip-sync?
Nyongbella did win.
Yeah.
I don't know how Viola could have won in that costume, unfortunately.
No, I want to give her props for going for it.
Oh no, she really did a good job. She tried.
Despite the outfit. Like she really was at a disadvantage.
She's someone that will leave it all on that dance floor.
Yeah. She was fighting to stay. But Nyongbella, I mean, she took off that dress and she prowled around as a kitten on that runway and it was over.
She gave pissy.
Yeah, she did.
Puss. Sweet dish for kiss.
Yeah, go stream Zara Larson, by the way.
Oh.
So that was it. The bell tolls for thee, Viola.
No, it really is time to play the world's saddest violin.
Get out.
You'll never see me again. I think we will be seeing Viola again very soon.
I hope so.
I know so.
You got some connections of you in the casting office at BBC Three?
No, but she's just so talented.
Justice for Viola, like, she didn't get a fair shake this season. She's been one of the more interesting characters this season.
I agree. She's like really vocalizing things and not always like the most
articulate way, perhaps.
Exactly. But she's being honest. She's being upfront and
real.
Exactly. I'd much rather see a real one on my TV than a fake one.
Especially one as talented as she.
Well, what did you think of the episode?
It's a bit frustrating in terms of the outcome of it, but I will say the Queens did an amazing job performing, and we saw some spectacular runways.
I agree. Year after year, these queens are coming much better prepared. They can pick up choreography, they can pick up lyrics.
And I am sick of that critique. You blended into the background.
What does that even mean?
They're drag queens jumping around on stage in sparkly outfits. None of them are blending in to anything.
And also, like, just because you preferred someone doesn't mean other people are boring. You just preferred that other person.
Yeah, and say that.
Just say, I didn't see you, instead of you blended in.
Yeah, they didn't blend in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Next week, we've got an acting challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Some funny queens in the cast. Maybe it's their time to shine.
There are. I think they're doing that thing where they like try and make us think someone's in trouble. Sally seemed to be struggling in the preview, but I think she's going to knock it out of the park, to be honest.
I guess we'll see.
But I'm looking forward to seeing Katrin. I think she'll excel. And I'm curious to see if Terrace and Nyongbella will smash it out the park.
I think Bonnie and Clyde will do a good job.
Oh, yeah. Bonnie and Clyde. Talk about someone fading into the background.
But she will rise to prominence later, I'm certain of it.
She freaking better.
Yeah, she will. That's a wrap on another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 7.
Join us every Sunday for versatile reviews. However, we're launching on Wednesday, 15th of October, Versatile Views.
The podcast where we give you top tier takes and bottomless banter.
And you can listen wherever you get your podcasts. And on Fridays, you can watch Versatile Views on YouTube. And sometimes there's an extended cut. See you then.
But until then, have a good one. But just one.
Bye, Ellie. Like and subscribe, sisters.